What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Football Overseas YouTube channel, guys, for another Serie A predictions, guys. Game week 6 is here, guys. We're gonna have a lot of tasty games coming up this weekend, guys. If you guys like that, make sure, guys, you like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, guys, because we do a lot of predictions here in the Football Overseas YouTube channel. Not just me, but there's a lot of people in this channel that basically do a lot of predictions every single week. So if you guys like that, remember to like the video, subscribe, and turn on notifications. All right, guys. So let's get started, guys. The game week 6 actually starts very early this week this time, and it starts as soon as today, basically when this video is uploaded. We're gonna have AC Milan taking on Lecce. Now AC Milan got a confidence boosting win against Inter Milan. Now, I was surprised by that. I expected them to lose, but listen, they did their thing. They had an amazing performance, and good for them. I'm very, very happy for them. But at the end of the day, guys, they're playing against Lecce, who, let's be real, pretty terrible form, right? Oh, they lost their last game against Sassuolo, so it's in the Coppa Italia. So it's very interesting because they've drawn their last 2 games in Serie A. So how are they going to do against AC Milan? I believe that AC Milan might be able to, continue their confidence and get another win. Can they do that? Because Christian Pulisic is in the form of his career right now. So yeah, I'm expecting them to basically get a victory. So yeah, I expect them to win the game against Lecce. So yeah, I'm gonna go for a 2-0 victory for AC Milan. I think they're going to come back and win 2-0 this Friday. So yeah, that's the only game that's coming on Friday. And on Saturday, guys, we move on to AC Milan's rivals, Inter, who have to now bounce back after their loss against AC Milan in the Milan derby. They're going off to Udinese, which is a terrible place to go to right now, because they're in the form of their lives right now. Like, Udinese is one of the top form teams in the league, and listen, they won this past week in the Coppa Italia against Salernitana, and they won by 3 goals to 1. However, they did lose their last game in Serie A. They lost 3-0 to Roma, so they're not exactly coming to this game in good form. However, one thing that's going for them is that they've been in very, very good form at home, and I think they've won every game so far they played at home, so they're in the form of their lives at home. However, can Inter Milan bounce back? That is the important thing. I personally believe that this game for me has a draw written all over it. I can see this game ending in a 1-1 draw. Now, after that, we have another big game, which is Genoa taking on Juventus. Now, before I get to Juventus, I need to talk about Genoa first. Genoa's form is not been good. They haven't won their last 4 games. They drew against Sampdoria in their last game, I think, in the Coppa Italia. They did lose to Venezia, which surprised me. I expected them to beat Venezia, but they did lose. So yeah. And they're in terrible form. However, they're playing a Juventus team who, oh my God, man, I'm getting tired of this Juventus team. They've drawn their last 3 league games 0-0. It's ridiculous how the form that they're in right now. And you know what is funny? I don't even see them winning this game. I think this game is gonna have a draw again. I can see them drawing the game. You know what? I'll probably go for goals this time. I'm gonna go 1-1 draw on this one. So yeah, there's a lot of good games. Like I said, we're gonna be having. And then we have Bologna against Atalanta, which is the last game on the Saturday night. And listen, shout out to Bologna, man. Like, I expected them to lose against Monza, but listen, they did their thing. They got the win. It was a very, very hard-fought win, and listen, they gain confidence from this and continue their good form. However, and they play Atalanta, who lost their last game at home. So it's the perfect time to play Atalanta, to be honest, when it comes to Bologna. And honestly, I think that they will win. I can see a narrow victory for them. I'm going to just go for a 1-0 victory for Bologna. So yeah, that's my predictions. I'm going to go for Bologna 1, Atalanta 0. And then finally we have on Sunday, we have a lot of good games on Sunday. Top of the table, Torino. That's right. Top of the table, Torino will go and play Lazio on the early kickoff on Sunday. Listen, like I said, man, Torino are top of the league. However, listen, just back to reality, they did lose their last game against Empoli, which is, I think, their first loss of the season. So yeah, they're not exactly coming into this game in the best form of their life. They're not really coming into this game with the best of confidence. However, they're still in good form. Can they recover from this? And listen, And they're playing Lazio, who, let's remember, they did play this week against Dynamo Moscow. So is it Dynamo Kiev? I think it might be Dynamo Kiev. And at the end of the day, they got a moral boosting victory. Will that help them this weekend against Torino? I personally think that Torino will probably get the job done. I know they lost their last game at home to Empoli, but I'm actually going for it, and I'm actually going to say Torino are going to get back to their feet. I'm going to say they're going to win 2-1. I'm going to go 2-1 Torino against Lazio. Now, the next game we got for you guys is Como versus Hellas Verona. Como got their first win last week. Congratulations to them. Cesc Fabregas' team getting their first win of the season. And listen, shout outs also to Rafael Varane. He retired this week. Top player for Madrid, Manchester United. And listen, he didn't work out for him at Como because of his injury. But yeah, shout outs to him. But listen, as far as this game is concerned, there's not really much to say here. I believe that Como is going to win because, listen, Hellas Verona lost their last 2 games. So, yeah, they're not coming into this game exactly in the best of confidence. So, yeah, I'm going to go. Como is going to continue their good start. They're going to go for back-to-back wins. I'm going to say Cesc Fabregas is going to get it done. And he's going to win by a goal 2-0. That's my prediction for the game. 1-0 to Como. And now we have, next up on Sunday, we do have Roma versus Venezia. Roma, unfortunately, it's not exactly been plain and sailing for them. However, they did get a moral boosting win against Udinese, which is a huge win because they needed a win. They desperately needed a win. And they got a dominant win, to be fair. They were very, very, very good against Udinese. And listen, Venezia are coming into this game also winning their last game, which is a moral boosting win, their first win of the season. So yeah, however, I do believe that Roma are going to continue their good start. They're going to continue with this moral victory. I know they drew today against Athletic Bilbao. However, that is in the Europa League. They're coming back to the league. Let's see what they do in the league. I'm expecting them to continue their good start, basically their form. So yeah, I'm going to go for you know what, I'll go 3-0. I'm going to go 3-0. Even though Venezia won their last game, I don't still think that they're in any form right now. So yeah, I'm going to say they're going to go back-to-back 3-0 victories for Roma on Sunday. And then continuing with the theme on Sunday, guys, there's a lot of games happening on Sunday. We have next up Empoli versus Fiorentina. Ladies and gentlemen, Empoli is one of only 3 teams that are yet to lose a game this season. Like, think about that for 1 second. Empoli, alongside Juventus and Torino, are like the only 3 teams who haven't lost a game this season so far, which is crazy because think about the team they played. They've already played Roma, they played Juventus, and they also played Torino. But to be fair, the Torino game, and I know that's a game that I'm basically talking about. I was talking about that game earlier. That was actually in the Coppa Italia, by the way, because I just realized because I was watching the game, I actually thought it was in the league. However, it was in the Coppa Italia. But look, they are in incredible form. Like, they are so good. Like, people are sleeping on them. And they got a good win against Cagliari. And Fiorentina are the direct opposite. I know they won against Lazio last week. However, they are not in good form. And because they're not in good form, I'm going to say Empoli is going to continue their good start this season. I'm going to give them the victory. I'm going to say they're going to win against Fiorentina. I'm going to go for a 2-1 victory for Empoli to continue their good start to the season. And then finally, to wrap it up, on Sunday, we have Napoli versus Monza. Napoli under Conte have finally started cooking on. We are beginning to see what Conte is made of at Napoli, because now Napoli have definitely started the season now, because today I watched them play against Palermo and they dominated. Like, they dominated. It wasn't even close. They won by 5-0. More boosting win. They got a good draw against Juventus in their last game in the Serie away to Juventus. Napoli are playing Monza right now. And listen, Monza, like I said, they're not in good form. So, because of that, I'm going to go, Napoli is going to continue their good start to the season. And you know what? I'm going to go for a statement victory. I think that they could win against Monza. I'm going to go Napoli 4, Monza 0. Now, the games don't actually end there, because we do go to Monday, Parma taking on Cagliari. And listen, Parma have had a good start to the season, coming back to the league. They got a good draw against Lecce in their last game. They did lose, however, in their other game against Udinese before that. But however, Cagliari getting their first win last week. They got their first win. However, it wasn't in the league. It was in the Coppa Italia. However, would that give them more? Would that give them like some kind of boost playing this weekend? In this weekend's games, they're playing against Parma. Can they be able to continue that good Coppa Italia form to the league? I personally don't think so. I think that, unfortunately for them, I think that Parma is going to get back on their feet and they're going to get a win. So I'm going to say they're going to win 1-0 to Parma, guys. Listen, guys, apologies for all the delays and everything, guys. It's raining. There's a flood over here in the US. So yeah, there's a hurricane happening here. So everything is just kind of going crazy. So you guys might hear background noises and stuff like that. Apologies in advance. So listen, guys, make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the Football Overseas YouTube channel, and also subscribe to my channel, Omar BYT. And like I said, guys, like every single time, I hope you guys enjoy this week's Serie A games. There's a lot of good games, guys. Good luck to all the teams that are playing this weekend. Like the video, subscribe, and peace, you guys. Take care.